All right, so it is very cold, rainy, overcast, and it is sunset. So you know what that means when you got to do a 10-mile run? You hop. No, you don't. You don't hop on. You go outside and you run in it. You got to do hard things. You got to do things that you don't want to do. So let's go. So today's workout's super chill, an easy 2-ish hour run. Should come out to about 10 or so miles. Last 2 weeks prior to this were 50 and 41 miles. I'm trying to get really good into my base building for this training block, taking it easy, resting when I need it, and not trying to burn myself out. So I have a longer run tomorrow, so back-to-back kind of longish runs. Tomorrow's will probably be 3 hours, but it would have been really easy to stay on the treadmill today and not to. I'm against a treadmill. I'm actually pro treadmill. You all know that. It's this, that. You gotta spot check yourself sometimes. Go out and do something that doesn't feel like you really want to do, and that's go run in the cold rain for 2 hours or 3 hours or more. Get it done. Do it anyways. Well, you kind of build up a little bit of that little toughness that is needed so greatly in this sport. First mile and a half done, 18 minutes, cruising right along perfectly. It's hard. It's hard not to run faster, try to get this over with. But again, got to be disciplined, especially in training. That will translate into races. Definitely a tip. If I could pass one along, that's definitely a big one. What's the pace we're running? Not really paying attention to it, running it zone 2, running for probably 10 or 11 minutes, and then power hiking for 2 or 3. Just keeping it nice, even effort, and trying to be smart. I'm not good at that, but I try. Big problem. The big question is a lot about pacing and the intervals, the walk-run intervals. I'm not dogmatic about it. When I say I'm gonna come out and do a 10 or 11 run by a 2 or 3 minute power hike, that really depends a lot on the terrain. I live in a very hilly place, and it may just be better for the effort. This is all about the level of effort, LOE, where I continue to run. Like if I'm coming up on like a half mile downhill, I'm not gonna, and it's time to walk, I'm not gonna power hike that. We're gonna run down that, and then I will start my walk after that. I just try to keep the effort where it's supposed to be, within target, because if I'm having to run up a very long, steep hill, I'm pushing myself out of the level of effort that I'm supposed to be in, which just goes against with what I'm trying to do with this workout. Now I'm trying to walk around a lake in this parking lot. Remember, be smart. Since we're on the topic, let's explain a little bit more about level of effort, or level of perceived effort, with regards to, say, ultra marathon training. So in ultra marathons, paces are going to be a lot slower. I think we all know that, for most of us. Now, I spend a lot more training like I'm going to race. I have specific days where I do tempo and some speed work just to keep up with, you know, kind of my turnover and stuff like that. But I have to spend a lot of time on long, slow miles. And I don't know how many of you are out there that can run, you know, your level of perceived effort as zone 2 or easy conversational pace at 9 minutes anytime or in an ultra. So running most of your miles at that pace, or a higher level of perceived effort than you should be, is just a quick recipe for burnout or injury. So how you do this is taking into account kind of all things: heart rate, how you feel, and very little of that has anything to do with pace. Now, pace is a good indicator to measure fitness improving. So if your level of effort at the same constants like temperature, course, and you see your level of effort seem easier and your pace getting quicker, that's a good measurement of fitness improving. Now, with regard to level of effort, that changes almost every time you run. Like right now, it's cold, it's raining, I'm on a muddy trail, it's slippery. I'm having to work a little bit harder to not fall. So I gotta slow down. If I hit a hill, I have to slow down to keep my level of effort even. And that's the purpose of this training today, is keeping my level of effort even and not do anything too stupid. So I hope that helps kind of give you an understanding of level of perceived effort, not just level of effort. You can't say, well, easy for me is 9-minute miles. That's just not true for most people. It changes with the heat, the elements, the terrain, the altitude, how fit you are. Your fitness could have changed over time. You got to really be in tune with your body and how you feel. And that's how you keep in the zones you're supposed to be in and not burn yourself out or give yourself an injury. Even in the rain out here, muddy, it is so pretty out on the trails. Very cool. Love the rock formations here in Virginia. Sandstone, a lot of the stuff from Northern Virginia area they cut for the monuments and the White House and the Capitol and all that stuff. A lot of history here. And when it comes to sticking to your workouts and what you should be doing for that day, you need to keep this in mind. It's not about what you can do, it's what you're supposed to be doing, or should you do that thing. I fall victim to that quite a bit. Days I go on long, slow runs and I'm feeling really good. And I'm like, you know what? Let's kick it up a notch. And there is time for that. There is time for that. But if you do it all the time, those efforts, those stronger efforts can catch up to you and burn you out, and really take you out of your training plan, especially if you're kind of in a base building time period. You gotta watch it. It doesn't seem like it's a big deal, especially if you're a newer runner. It definitely means a lot more. And if you're more experienced and got a lot of miles on your legs, and how well you recover, how old you are, a lot of things come into play. So I'm a little over halfway, about 6 miles, hour and like 12 minutes. I got lost on that trail back there, and then I had to stop because I have my new watch and I'm trying to fumble through it to get to the map to kind of see where I was, and I couldn't get out of the map. Kept hitting lap, undoing the lap. It was definitely an S show. Got back on track. So now probably got 4 or 5 miles left. Taking it easy. It actually is quite pleasant. Temperature is nice. The rain is nice. See, when you're in the house looking outside and it looks like it sucks, you need to spot check yourself. Get out there. I'd rather do this than 100 degrees. I tell you that right now. Shoot, even 65 degrees, I'd rather do this. It was a great run. Got the 10.15 miles, pace 12:37, which was right on where I wanted to be. I wanted to be around 12:30. Key point on this: level of effort, level of perceived effort. I didn't even look at my pace the entire time. Now, I did go off trail a little bit, got a little lost, messed with my phone, or messed with my watch, as I said. And so I wasted several minutes, messing around with the watch, trying to get it to get back on the numbers and not the maps. And it was just soaked. It was raining. I think that had something to do with it. But all in all, fantastic workout. It will set me up well for tomorrow when I have another, I think, a 12 or 13 mile run tomorrow. Just want to do about 3 hours. So whatever I can get in 3 hours with the same amount of effort, a lower zone 2, easy effort, maybe a couple pickups here and there, just maybe a 20 to 30 second tempo type run just to stretch out the hips and turnover and stuff like that. Great workout. Super happy about it. Let me see if I got some data on it. So yeah, about an hour and 8 minutes, 12:37 pace. The new Enduro 3 watch is phenomenal. Absolutely love it. Average heart rate was 127, was perfect. Max was 150. Yeah, I mean, the data it has on it is so awesome. A lot better than the Garmin Forerunner 945, which is a fantastic watch if you have it. It was great. It's been 6 years for me, so it was time. 610 feet of gain, 594 feet of descent, and it was a base run, exactly what it was supposed to be. So, again, when you're working out, make sure, especially at the beginning, if you're a newer runner, newish runner, or you've been laid off for a while, that you don't overdo it during your base runs. That just because you can doesn't mean you should, and that you should stick to the training cycle that you're in. So if you're not in the speed building portion of a training cycle, like, you shouldn't be going out in zone 3 and 4 every single run. And I know a lot of you are doing that. I know a lot of the people I've coached done it. I see it on Strava. People get worried about what people are going to think about their pace for runs, and they go out and they run every single run the same exact pace outside of zone 2. And I'm telling you, you will see more gains if you lower that down, take it easy when you're supposed to take it easy, and have specific runs that are meant to work on your speed. If you do that, those things will help build your endurance, your speed, all of those things you're looking to do. But let it go. Don't worry about Strava. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about what you think somebody on the road is going to think when they drive past you who's not even a runner. Don't worry about it. Have fun out there. Train hard. Took a nice hot bath. It was cold. Didn't feel cold. It felt fantastic out there, but I couldn't hardly move my hands when I got back. So getting ready to go have some hot tea, edit this video, and I will see you all soon. Take care.